As a child, we all long for a hero. As a society as a whole, we search for that leader that can be our hero. But as we mature and as we grow, it dawned on us that the hero is inside every one of us. And in the world's social media, we all start at zero. And slowly we search deep within ourselves to find who we are. And we have that moment of truth where we embrace that the hero that we've been searching for has been there all along. It is living deep inside of every one of us. And we start embracing that journey and we become that hero that we search for.
Hey everybody, good morning and welcome to episode 50 of Zero to Hero. We made it. We hit one of the big numbers here. I've got another awesome guest coming at you guys today. His name is James Thomas. He is the owner and founder of Brain Freeze Mobile Daquiri Shop. So let's go ahead and bring him in. James, how you doing today, man?
Good morning. How you doing?
Oh, fantastic, brother. Fantastic. So before we get into this thing, man, what is a mobile daiquiri shop? What can people expect? Tell everybody a little bit about what you got going on.
Yeah, absolutely. So Brain Freeze is a mobile concept of me bringing my daiquiri service to you. So I can do indoor, outdoor events. Right now, since it's cold outside, it's still winter time, of course, in Kansas City, so it's cold. So I can bring my machines indoors. So you have like a bar set up, or I can bring my own bar set up. We can do indoor, outdoor events. So pretty much think of a daiquiri shop like in New Orleans and Texas, but to your job or to your anniversary, your wedding, your workplace, your house, anything like that, we can do a party for you at your space.
I love that, man. And it's so daiquiris are one of those drinks where I feel like people don't always know what it is, right? Like you
Right.
kind of like everybody knows the old fashioned is whiskey, right? Or like a Wisconsin
Right.
old fashioned is like straight bourbon, right? But what is
Right.
a daiquiri?
So a daiquiri is pretty much kind of like a Slurpee at 7-Eleven. It's like a frozen drink, but with alcohol in it. So, pretty much is water and flavor mix, and then add alcohol too, and that's pretty much a daiquiri. So, we have like margaritas, that's kind of like a slushy. We have sangrias. We have like 25 different options of drinks to choose from. So it's pretty much, like a frozen, a frozen cocktail that you like, but just, in frozen form of it,
I like that, man. And you got about 25 different types that you
flavors.
you offer. That's awesome, man.
Yes, yes.
That's
So you
so
can mix
cool.
and match your flavors together. So like Miami Vice, which is pina colada and strawberry, is very popular. Hurricane and King Cake is real popular. That's together. So you can do a lot of concoctions with different flavors together.
That's so cool, man. And so just so everybody out there knows, what area are you covering? How far out do you go? What's your kind of coverage area there?
Yeah, so I have a hub in Kansas City and a hub in Lawrence. So our range is from Topeka, Kansas, to Lawrence, to Oak Grove, Missouri, to Liberty, to Gardner, to Olathe, all over the city. So a pretty wide range of
Perfect.
options for people to get a hold of us.
So basically the entire greater Kansas City area spanning all
Yes,
the way out to Topeka.
yes, yes, a wide
That's
range.
awesome.
Yes, a lot of gas money, but
I bet, man, but I bet it's worth it when you show up. I've seen some of the videos that you put out. Obviously, people love, the taste of the drinks, smiles every time, right? So
yes,
it's got to
yes,
be worth it to put the smiles on the people's faces for sure.
yes, I live for that. Yes,
Yeah, especially here coming up in the summertime, man. Anybody from the Midwest knows about these Midwest summers. There's nothing better than a cold drink when you're out there,
yes,
90 degrees,
absolutely.
90% humidity, man, for sure.
Yes, you need something cold and something strong in demand come summertime. Starting in about May to June is when you need a nice cold drink. So I'm here like, hey, let me come to your house. I can be there.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Well, James, let's go ahead and get into it. So not brain freeze, right? But
Uh-huh.
James Thomas, who are you? Give us your elevator pitch about who you are.
Yeah, so I'm born and raised Kansas City, Missouri. Been here all my life. Grew up, in the inner city. Went to private school all my life, and so through schooling, I was taught, good education, make something of yourself, and being, your own person and becoming who you want to be. So I went to UMKC, got my degree in economics. I hate math, so that makes lots of sense.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah. And so after college, I did worked into logistics. So I've been logistics freight for about 13, 14 years. And during that time frame, I traveled a lot. Went to New Orleans, to Texas, and to Georgia and Florida, and traveled a lot. Went to a lot of different places. And one of the things that I noticed in traveling is that daiquiri shops were really popular. Good food, good drinks. People had a great time. It was just a whole environment and vibe that people loved, and just it was like a great atmosphere. And so during COVID in about 2020, 2021, I joined a manifestation group where get together every week and discuss what goals and things you want to do for the year. And then that one of the things I wanted to do at Daiquiri Shop during that time frame, since COVID happened, they had to go alcohol, like at Chili's Applebee's, to go alcohol. So I was like, alcohol to go. That sounds like a good idea. And so I came with the whole mobile concept of where I can come to you or come somewhere else and do a whole daiquiri setup instead of going to like one location. So in 2022, I got my licensing together and everything together, and I launched Brain Freeze. And so, pretty much my first event last year was in Accessory Springs. It was about 10,000 people there, and I did had a whole daiquiri set up out there. So it was a scary and fun first venture to say at least 10,000 people out there, but it was like break it or make it type of situation, and I'm still here now.
There you go. There you go. We made it. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's one of the types of things that kind of people flock to when you show up, right? It's like frozen
Yes,
drinks, especially in the summertime. It's like the no
yes.
brainer, right? Let's go get that frozen drink. So
Yes, when you're
that's awesome.
outside at a festival and people are like, man, there's something cold to drink. How about a nice ice, tequila shot or something that's cold and alcohol in it. So yeah,
Right. Throw a little alcohol in the cold drink, even better, right? 100%.
right.
100%. Yeah, it's. I'm glad you brought that up. We somehow we always end up talking about COVID on this show. I think a lot of businesses spurred out of COVID, but I have to agree with you. I think one of the best things that came out of that was the ability to take drinks on the go, right? Buy it, take
Yes,
it from the restaurant, the outside permit stuff like that. That's it definitely changed it. And it's one of those things too where it's like so common sense. It's like why weren't we doing this before COVID? You know
right.
what I mean? Like it's such a good idea, and I remember it like it was a big morale booster too. At least in the Midwest, it seemed like it was like okay,
Yes,
cool, like we can go, to Rancho Grande
right.
and get the margarita to go, with the tacos and everything. So that's so
Exactly, yes. I
awesome,
was like, thank you so much for COVID. I mean, COVID was a terrible thing, but great for
right?
business as well because it's like, what can I do to make COVID work for your business? And just so happened to, hey, there's a niche right there that no one else is doing or could do before COVID that I jumped on. I was like, hey, let me jump on this right now and get some alcohol going.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that it shook up the business world for sure. I know a lot of us ended up at home and, you can go get your drink, your food after work and get the drink delivered to you, right? Or have
Right,
brain freeze
right,
come out to the house. That's so good.
right. If you're gonna be
Man,
stuck
I'm
at
just
house, might as well come to you.
I'm just thinking, so I'm a golfer, man. I would love to see something like that on a golf course. I don't know what kind of deals you can work out there, but might
Yes,
be able to
I'm
get
actually
something good
working
going
with
on.
doing a couple of golf course events where I can come out and step in front of the golf course area and sell some drinks, take with you while you go on the caddy and have some fun with it. So I'm working on some
Yeah.
plans this summer to do a couple of golf course events.
I
So
love it,
yeah.
man. Hopefully I see you out there. So obviously
Well,
I
yeah.
found you through social media, right? And I know you've
Hmm.
been on a little bit of the social media journey. One of the things that we love and why the show is called Zero to Hero is because in business everybody has to start out at zero on social
Yes.
media, right? So tell us a little bit about what that journey has been like for you.
Pretty much, for a small business, every dollar counts. So, we don't have a ton of money to spend on media and marketing stuff like that. So you have to find your way and find your niche through going through free avenues. So, of course, you have your friends on there, then you find, people that might be like an influencer or people that have a good following, you like their pictures and comments and stuff like that. So, another way that, I grew my fan base is through paid ads on social media, doing hashtags of what people are interested in, or hashtag daiquiris, hashtag happy hour, stuff like that to help grow my fan base. And then I'm also with a couple of chambers in the area, and networking with them. Networking is very big. You got to network and grind and work and make connections to with people to where they want to have your service come to them. So definitely networking has paid off in a huge way. Lots of handshakes and lots of thank yous out to networking. So definitely an ongoing process, 24/7.
Yeah, I love a couple of the things that you said there, right? So the first one being that social media is free.
Yes,
Right. It takes time, right? We got to put a little bit of time into it, but it's a great way to get your name out there without having to invest a bunch of money into a TV commercial or a radio commercial or throwing up a billboard that nobody looks at when they drive by it, right?
right.
Um, and I love the strategy that you took with it, and it's something that we haven't heard too many people really say, and it fits your model perfectly. Is where you're active with commenting and liking other people's pages, right? And they're like, I can imagine, somebody
Right,
that hasn't heard of it is like brain freeze mobile daiquiri. What, you know what I
right.
mean?
What
Like
is
they
that?
see that
Right.
attention, right? Let me go check out that page, right? Give them a like, all
Because
that stuff.
because we like and comment on someone's page, they get a notification and they see who it's from. When they see,
Hmm.
oh, brain freeze, what is brain freeze? And check out, like, oh, you're a mobile service. And so, building that interaction and that attraction with other people, well, strangers, of course, it's like, oh, okay, let me find out more about you, find more about me, and we have like exchange going on. So definitely about building relationships. It's not what you know, but who you know. That's definitely 100% true. It's not about so much, you have a degree or you have the brains for it. That's important, but it's also the connections that you have along the way that can make you and take you to the next level in your business journey.
Absolutely. And you're connecting from such a personal way with that, right? I feel like everybody knows like we need to connect, right? But
Right,
how we connect is so much different than the actual connection part, right? So taking that
yes,
that free strategy where you've got some good content, on your socials and then interacting with that potential buyer, right, is so
right,
smart.
right.
How consistent were you with that kind of commenting, with liking other people's stuff?
That's pretty consistent. It's kind of like a daily thing. If you're in your phone, already, might as well just go ahead, log into your business page, go ahead and like some pictures. Like, oh, I like this picture. Oh, this is real cute, whatever. Doesn't take much energy, spend 15, 20 minutes a day. Say I do, comment, like on people's pages and whatnot. And people will notice like, oh, okay, you are have a cool concept, or you're supportive of what I do. People like that and love the respect and love that you give them. So when it's time for you to receive it, they return it back to you. So it's all about love and respect and support for each other, especially in the business community. It's all about who you know and how much love and support you can share with each other.
Absolutely. And you're bringing like you're actually bringing James with that, right? Like James is
Yes,
the one that's scrolling, right? You're
yes,
scrolling anyways,
I'm
might
going.
as well
Yes,
log into the business account,
it's not a
right?
computer.
But it's stuff that you like, right? You're connecting
Yes,
with stuff on that personal level with interest to you, right? So it's,
yes,
they're able to see kind of that person behind the brand without even having tried the product before, which is
right,
really what
right.
people are craving right now. So that's so smart, man.
Yes.
So smart. So every superhero has a defining moment, right? When it comes
Ah.
to their life and careers. What do you think yours is? What's your defining moment?
Oh, wow. I don't think I hit that point yet. I had a defining moment. I think this year has taught me, to stay strong and not give up. Your first year of business is always the toughest one. Building that traction, building that momentum of keep going, it's going to pay off, it's going to pay off, it's going to work in your best interest. And so this year has really taken off so far. I have bookings constantly now. I can't not ignore my emails.
Love
I'm
it.
getting a phone call, emails coming in. But I think um, I think just staying dedicated to the process and trusting the process. A lot of times, you kind of get frustrated or flustered or just get burned out. But just taking the moment away, it's like, hey, let me take a break, 15, 20 minutes, come back to it, take a day or two off, come back to it and just get the refreshed mind and spirit of mind. Just okay, I'm make it work, I'm make it do it. This is my passion, this is my journey, this is what I want to do, and come back stronger than better. So,
I love
I
it.
haven't had that defining moment yet, but I'm getting pretty close to that moment.
It sounds like you're living it right now, man, to me. I mean, that's kind of what it sounds like, right? It's just kind of that grind of like, hey, we're gonna keep going, right? Because
Yes.
I'm sure there's been hard days for you. You know, everybody that opens up a business, not every day is gold and green. Matter of fact, some of
Oh
them,
no,
or the
it's
majority,
definitely tons of
probably aren't.
work.
Right? Yeah,
Especially when
absolutely.
you're a party of one, I'm the face of my marketing, I'm the advertisement, I'm the bookkeeper, I'm the, I have to go to networking events, I have to go to so many things. And when you doing 10 hats on one person, it's very draining, can be very draining, very tiresome. And one of the things I do is I cast take a step back, take a break, have a daiquiri,
Yeah.
enjoy the moment, take a
Right.
step back, think about what you're doing it for, and then come back to it. And just, entrepreneurship is fun and also scary, there's a lot
Right.
of cost involved, there's a lot of risk involved, but the end point of seeing the customer being happy and seeing everyone else having a good time at your events, and just people are just like, oh, I want to book you, and say, hey, we can't see you again. It just brings happiness to you. It makes it worth it that you're doing the right thing.
I love that, man. You're getting that fulfillment and staying on that grind. I love that.
Yes.
And leading to that, those are two attributes to me that are, define a superhero. But to you, right? What are the attributes that you feel define a hero?
Let's see. Persistent. You gotta be persistent. You can't give up. You can't just get, distracted or undetermined or lose focus. You have to be persistent. Um, I think strong-willed as well. You gotta be strong. You have to have that voice and that power to say, hey, this is what I want to make happen. This is what's going to happen, and make it happen. You got to have that strong power and will to say, I'm gonna make it happen, and this is gonna be my year to succeed and win. And just believe in yourself.
I love it. Positive mental attitude and just get that grind. Be persistent, man. I love it.
Yes.
And honestly, those are good qualities of entrepreneurship as well, right? It's just, grind and find, is kind of the mantra that we used to use, in sales, and it's very true in entrepreneurship as well, right? Just hit that
Yes.
grind, find the clients, make your good relationships, you'd be all right, right?
Yes. Absolutely.
Now, James, if you had to pick a superhero that relates best to you, right? So if you had to put yourself in the
Hmm.
shoes of a superhero, who would that be and why?
Superhero. You know what? I grew up being a huge Batman fan. And Batman was the guy that came in at the last second, in the middle of the night, just surprised you with his big old bat wings and came down and swooped in and took out the bad guys and saved the day, saved Gotham City. So I'm gonna say Batman. Batman's the guy that, you don't see him coming, but he's there. When he's there, he's there. So yeah, I'll say Batman.
I
I'm
love
gonna say
that.
Batman. Me and Robin. I'm gonna find me a Robin. That will come to me. Pick up the slack when I'm slacking somewhere. But yeah, definitely Batman.
Yeah, that's a good answer. And I, with your business, I see that kind of coming to fruition there as well, right? You don't see the truck coming, but when it's there, it's like, oh yeah.
Yes, I'm there.
Let's go.
Let me find that truck. Let me
Right
get
on.
there ASAP.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, that's awesome, James. So how can people get involved with you? How can they see where you're gonna be? How can they book you?
Yes, absolutely. Definitely active on social media. On TikTok, I'm on Brain Freeze Daquiri Shop on TikTok. On Facebook and Instagram, I'm on Brain Freeze underscore Daquiri. Or my website, brainfreezedac.com. You can book me there and everything like that.
Perfect. And is there somewhere on there where people can kind of see what the schedule is looking like, or how can
Yes,
they tell where you're at?
I have an events tab on my website that let you know what's coming up next week or month or whatever. So that gets updated every week. Steps get added every week to that, or social media. Update stuff every week, whatever it's going to be on. So social media and my website will let you know I'm going to be at.
That's perfect. And if you don't see an event, right, only the public ones I'm sure are going to be listed, right? He's probably booked up
Right.
with a
If it's a
private
private
event,
event,
right?
you can try to get
You
in, but
can't
if you get
come.
arrested, it's not on me.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you don't see that, book your own private event. Check it out. James,
Yes.
my man, thank you for coming on the show. I am excited to try out one of these daiquiris. I gotta get on that event tab myself, figure out where you're gonna be so I can go get one. But I'm
Yes,
excited
for
about it, man.
sure. Yes, thank you. This summer I'm gonna be all over Kansas City. So from Westport to Lawrence to everywhere in between, I'm gonna be out there this summer hardcore. So just stay tuned.
That's awesome, man. We'll go check out the site. Thank you again for coming on. You guys have a good day out there.
Thank you.